Hey everybody, my name is Jaime. Okay, so for this week's assignment, I'm actually going to show you how to design a PowerPoint. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this presentation. Okay, so for this one, I decided to use a lot of pictures and scenes, from things that, I thought, that were kind of clever and funny. Some might find it funny, like if you were me, you probably would, but, some, might not find it funny. So let's go ahead and let's start with the presentation, and hopefully you'll find this humorous, but also educational as well. Okay, so for what you want to do for a presentation is make sure you have a really good idea. Like with this one in here, obviously, most people are familiar with Family Guy, but if you're not, here it is right here in front of you. um, have a really great idea and make sure, that it's something that keeps the audience, interested, for one of the videos that I had to watch for this class was 2007's Steve Jobs' presentation for the iPhone, and him explaining, all the features, eliminating, all the the keys, and just adding a touch screen. And I honestly, obviously, the whole audience went nuts because it was something, that no one has ever done before. But for really good presentation, make sure, that your idea, does, it's something that, that's going to keep the audience, interested. Okay, so for this one right here, this was actually taken from a scene from a movie that I've that I saw growing up. It's called Not Another Teen Movie. Anyways, in the caption it says, "Jake, I need some tea to the 4 power Y," and her boyfriend's like, "Huh?" And she says, "Some time to talk to you." So for this one, the reason why I chose this, make sure that your presentation does make sense. The most important thing is to making sure what you're putting out there, to the world, make sure it makes a lot of sense, and never lose track or confuse the audience. And also, you don't want to lose focus, because you will definitely lose your audience very quickly. So watch out for that. So for this one, I am totally judging you based on your grammar usage. Now for this one, another way that kills a good presentation is a bunch of misspelled words, and also use of profanity. Now, if you are using misspelled words, or word, make sure that it's clever. And like, say for example, if you're like for Steve Jobs, his for his presentation for the iPhone, putting like the lowercase I, before the word phone. I thought that that was pretty clever. But yeah, if you are going to use something like that, make sure that it fits with what you're presenting to the world. And also, for your ultimate goal is for, well, actually, your ultimate goal for a good presentation is to, obviously, is to intrigue the audience, and never bum them out, with the sad stop story. And if you do decide to share something with the audience, if you want to share something personal, make sure that it does fit the presentation, and or make sure that it's uplifting, or make sure that it actually does fit, with that with the main idea. Now for this one, this was taken from a scene from one of my favorites, Scary Movie. And this scene, a girl's watching I believe she's watching Shakespeare in Love, and she's yelling out a whole bunch of things, to the screen, and the audience is just getting like super annoyed with her. Um, in this one, for the reason why I chose this one is to know your audience and never. Well, for this one, for a good presentation, never talk down to the audience and never make them feel alienated or bash them, unless you're unless you're actually looking to get your hoo-ha kicked, and in this case, congratulations, you can kiss your bum goodbye. Now, for most presentations, in this one where it says, long story short, almost a minute ago, seriously, wrap it up. For this one, most presentations, like for school, make sure you want to keep it short and concise, but as for like big presentations, like what normally Apple does, theirs usually lasts for about an hour or so long. But ideally for a school project, make sure that your presentation is kept short. So watch out for times, and also you may want to keep track of the time frame. And I guess that's it that we have for today. Thank you so much. And also, if you guys have any trouble, with PowerPoint, what I like to do is I actually like to look up videos, like on YouTube, and also obviously on PowerPoint. There's like a help tab, but they have like some really awesome tutorials on YouTube. So I would definitely recommend YouTube as a go-to for online help. So I guess that's it that we have for today. And thanks for tuning in. And I guess we'll end up talking to you guys soon. All right. Thanks. All right. Everyone, have a good one. All right. Hope this was helpful. All right. Bye-bye.